Okay, welcome back. So this is the second part to this mission, where we're trying to get a visual now. Actually, should be. My estimation is that we should be starting to see them soon. So what I might actually do, just for shits and giggles, is if I can't see them just yet, I might just do a hydrophone check and see if we can get a relative bearing, because this will go considerably toward confirming whether or not we're on the right course. Okay, once that hits, once that hits 10, reset the odometer. That'll do. Bring us to half speed. Okay, that's good. So, relative to us, we're getting closer, definitely. So I'd say around about... I'm going to put that at 39 relative. And we have gone about 170, 170 meters, 39 relative. Which I put them about there, and the time is 15:40. Oh yeah, they should be there. That's about right, actually. And the distance is pretty good. Okay, so... surfacing the ship. So we're actually about right. They should be there. We should have got a reading at around about there. We got a reading there. Now, I'm actually going to leave the... Thank you. Leave the ballast tank's full for the minute. So I put them at around about 4.5 kilometers away, which is not too bad. Actually, I will, I think, below the tanks. Come on, just a bit more. There we go. Very good. Okay, compressor back on. Refill that air. Okay. So, we're here. They're now probably around about there. So I'm going to keep going on this heading of 120. And we should see them at some point. Aha! There they are. So, now they're on a heading of 99. So I'll bring us to a new bearing of, say, 110. Because it's still daylight, we definitely do not want to get too close to them. So that's looking pretty good. Looks like we calculated that adequately. Alright, so we are now... Get rid of that one. We are now at a bearing of 110. What I want to do is I want to get a relative position on that escort. There it is. That is at about 54 degrees relative to the ship. So we go here, 54 degrees. 1550, 1545. So I'd say they're about, that escort is about there. We've got mast height is 20, hang on. Recognition manual. I think it's a bitten. Yep, mast height of 23. You're at about 2. Distance table 2 for 23. So we'll say you're about 46, so 4.6 kilometers away. Okay, so we've got one in front. That's good. There's one. There's another. So what we want to do is we want to overhaul them. They're around about here, travelling in that direction, I think. Travelling at a bearing of, let's say, 100 degrees. We're at 110, just trying to... So what I'll do is I'll bring us to 105. Get rid of that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to overhaul them without getting too close. Just keep that ship on the horizon. Okay, so we have you there. So if I slave this... Actually, I'll just do the periscope, sod it. You're at 72. Oops. Bitten length is 81, draft is 3, height is 23. So, distance table. I would say mast height of 2 clicks, so we'll put you at 74. So we'll say about 4.5 kilometers. 74. Okay, so we've got new calculations. I'm going to bring us to a heading of 100. Then 812 meters. Say 810 meters. So I predict 1550, 55, 1600, 1605, 1610, 1615. That's where I think they'll be at that time. So what time is it? 15:52. So I think they're about there. So if I can bring us to about here, and then we'll start to swing in. So what I really want to do is get us to around about distance line here. I want to get us to a point of about here, let's say here. Which might give us a good firing solution at approximately 90 degrees that way, at around about 1 to 1.5 kilometers away from the convoy. That's what I want. So, at 18 knots, it will take us, if we can get to, let's say, here. Let's say we'll get to here, and then we'll swing around and head in a bearing of 140. Or maybe let's go to 150. Let's go to here. So we want to get well ahead of that escort ship. Sight the convoy, which we've done. Quite a few juicy vessels there. We may very well have an escort ahead of the convoy, so we need to be particularly careful about that. Once we get to this point here, I'm going to swing us around to a heading of 150 degrees. That will, hopefully, keep us 3 kilometers. So at the moment, at 15:55, there is about there. Should be about there. Now, in another 5 minutes, he'll be there, but I'll be well and truly on my way through there. So that's going to be pretty... I'll be keeping about 4 kilometers away from the convoy, which is the objective. As we line ourselves up for a 90-degree angle of attack. Oh. So, yeah, there's a lot of messing around going on here, but that's fine. So I think they're traveling at 5 knots, based on my map calculations. Let's get a quick angle on the periscope of the lead ship, which appears to be there, which is at 77. Ooh, okay. So I place you actually around about there, which is... So we've got a spread of targets. Where's the... You're at 107. .55. So you're actually... Okay, so when... We've got a big spread there. That's the spread of the convoy. So we might actually go a bit further along. Before we swing around. So I might bring this to there actually. And then go 140. Try and keep nice round numbers if you can. Just makes life easier. So we'll then come to 140 and try and get our position here. So see what it's just constant fluidity of reassessing the situation. So we should be overhauling them nicely now, which we are. There's the trailing ships. Oh, we got ourselves a passenger liner in there. Fantastic. That's heavy tonnage. Right. So we're getting ahead of them now, which is good, and getting a fair bit of distance with that escort. Hopefully we don't see another escort ahead. If we do, that's going to make life very, very interesting. No sign of a second escort as of yet. Keep nice well away from him, which is, yeah, bitten. Class. There's our targets. These are what we want. So we can start to get some recognition on those, actually. Oh, there we go. We're coming up to our checkpoint. So now we'll bring ourselves around to... Actually, I'm gonna take it a bit longer, and I'm gonna bring us to 125. Just gonna be a little bit cautious about this. There we are. So, new course, 125. Now, let's see if we cannot get recognition. Uh-oh, I think I saw a... I thought I saw a putty cat. Did I? Thought I saw another escort. Okay, anyway, so first of all, that's hard to see. That's mast funnel, I think. Recognition. Merchants. Mast funnel. That's split. It's aft. Where are you? So... Oh yeah, I think it's a... Yeah, that's a medium tanker type 32. Your length is 120 meters. Your draft is 6 meters. And your height is 36 meters. So... then we have a passenger ship with 3 funnels. With the big aerial on the front. Type 6. Length equals 150. Draft equals 7. And the height equals 36 meters. Then we have mast, king, funnel. Mast, king, funnel. Split aft. With what looks like you. Yep. Then we have heavy freighter. Type 33. Length equals 128. Draft equals 7. Height equals 36. So you were mast, king, funnel. Quick look for any other ships. Then we've got mast, funnel. This one could be a big one. Mast, funnel. Composite. Aft. Looks like front and back, but no mid. Looks like a big-ass tanker. Oh no, hang on. I think that's a king post in the front. Maybe not. Oh no, you've got another mast at the front. Or maybe that's mast king. Oh yeah. I think that's what we got going on here. Medium tanker. Draft equals 6. Height equals 36. Okay, well, let's have a look at the map. Where are we? Okay, so now let's just see if we can get some positions on these ships. See if we can get the lead one, which was mast king, mast funnel. you're at 82, and I will put your distance at a little bit over 2.5. You're at 82. Your height is at about 2.5. 2.5 for a height of 36. So you're at, so 2 is 72, 3 is 48. So 40, so that's a difference of about 20, 50, 60, 70. That's 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 48 plus 12 is 6. So, wow, I'm putting you at about 6 kilometers. Eek. About there? No, that's crazy talk. Alright. Now the Mast King funnel, you're at, your distance is, just my time has gone there. Your distance is about 2.5, you're at about 100. Just gonna go dead slope. Alright, shit, where are we? Okay, so I'm putting their distance at about there. If in fact that is their current position, which I'm slightly confused about. It's hard to get the distance measurements on this sometimes because... Now let's just make absolutely sure we don't have any other escorts, which we may very well have. I don't see any leading escort ships. There's nothing there. And the Bitten is way back there. What we want is, that's the prize. That passenger liner, that's like 12,000 tons. And what do we do? We need 30,000. So we got to sink a lot of ships. What's our heading? Now the lead is the Mast King Mast Funnel. Now your distance, I estimate now, as being, okay, let's say just shy of 3. At 95. Just shy of 3. 3 for 36 is 48, so 4.8 at 96. Five, 96. So I'm putting you here. And I'm putting you at 100 degrees still. I'm saying you're going at about that. So at 5 knots... I want to get their speed. So I'm going to come to a stop. Okay, here we go. Come. Okay, so what we do is we set the timer here and we see how long it takes. And the length of this particular ship was 125 meters. We divide that by the number of seconds it takes for the ship to pass through. It's 32 seconds. Divide that by 32. Multiply that by 2. Wow, we've got them travelling at 8 knots. My time calculation was wrong. 8 knots, and your height is now at 3, so that's 4.8 at 96. So that's 15, 16, 25, 16, 35, 16, 45, Okay, I don't want to get any closer at this particular point in time. bring us around to 100. At full speed, thank you, sir. So now we are going 100. That will be at 1645, they'll be there. At 8 knots, which is what I think they're doing. So that's about 15 minutes. No, 20, 30, 40, 25 minutes. So if I can get to... So I'm going to go along here, travel parallel with them until... let's say here. Okay, that's that. Now what we'll do is I'll stop the video for now and then pick up for part 3, which will follow shortly.